Ivan Petrovich Pavlov was a Russian psychologist and physiologist, best known for his discovery of classical conditioning and his research on physiology and digestion. Since he was young, Pavlov had always been intrigued by the human psyche. Being the son of the village priest, he heard many stories about the soul while living in a monastery and was truly fascinated by the subject. Originally, he had planned to follow in his father's footsteps and study in the Ryazan seminary to become a priest, but he began to grow inspired by the progressive ideas of physiologists such as Jacob Molchat and Ivan M. Sechenov. He decided to abandon his religious career a year before his graduation in the seminary and dedicate his life to science in 1870. He enrolled in the math and physics department after that at the University of St. Petersburg to take the course in natural science. In 1875, he graduated with a degree of Candidate of Natural Sciences and continued his education at the Imperial Academy of Medical Surgery when his interest in physiology grew even further. During his first course, Pavlov wrote his first essay on the physiology of the pancreatic nerves, which received him a prestigious award from his university. It was heavily praised and even published in the Transactions of St. Petersburg Society of Naturalists. For 2 years, he was a research assistant to K.N. Ustimovich and then the famed S.P. Botkin, who taught him a lot about the nervous system and allowed him to continue his research in the laboratory on the nerves of the heart, which he then submitted a thesis about and was given the rank of lecturer in physiology. After getting his doctorate's degree in 1879, Pavlov began making a study on digestion and the salivary glands on dogs in response to being fed. He began to notice, though, that the dogs would start to salivate when he or his assistants entered the room before they were even fed. This led to the famous theory known as Pavlov's dog, or classical conditioning. This experiment consisted of him using various sound objects, such as a bell, as a stimulus to create a conditioned response, which was salivating. Pavlov started with ringing the bell while he fed the dogs, but over time they would salivate from the sound alone. This helped prove that you could condition a response with a certain stimulus. This discovery had a major impact on the field of psychology, and it influenced the development of behaviorism. Pavlov believed that a person's behavioral development was strongly linked to their environmental and life events. His research contributed to other studies in behaviorism. There was now a new way to study human behavior. It remains as an important discovery, expanding ways to treat mental disorders and phobias. Behaviorism remains as a strong influence on psychology today and is even used outside of the psychology world to teach new behaviors and discourage unwanted ones. And it is thanks to Ivan Pavlov that is.